We're going to introduce our panelists for today. Sumit Peer, political commentator, is joining us on the program. Sandeep Chachra, human rights defender, is also here with us. Rekha Agarwal, senior lawyer, is joining us on the program as well. Maria Tabassum, director Medina and Global Group of Institutions, Hyderabad, is here. Major Muhammad Ali Shah, actor and Impar media panelist, also joins us on the program to talk about this very important issue. Major Muhammad Ali Shah, you've heard what Sumit had to say. You've heard what Maria also had to say. Respond.
Well, I respect both their views. I respect the High Court's interim order as well. But at the same time, I would say, Sumit, they are women who play basketball and football. FIFA has approved hijab. NBA has approved hijab. They are women who do boxing in hijab as well. And it's totally their right. Anyhow, having said that, this issue is I consider totally a non-issue completely. They are bigger issues. It's all politically motivated. I will not say ruling party or the opposition, but it is the politicians at work at their best who are just making scapegoats of young students, and these young students ultimately they will suffer in their education. You know, Vineet, when I was a student, I would still say I'm a student till now of life. We never paid emphasis to our religion. I know the Karni Mata Aarti by heart. I know the Durga Mata Aarti by heart. I know the Hanuman Chalisa. I know the Gayatri Mantra. I've read the Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji as well. I've read the Bible. I've read the Quran. We have I never paid emphasis to my religion. In fact, you talk about Karni Mata Aarti. Aja more kant ambe basoe bhavani. Kaun samay tujhe pargat kini? Kaun samay tujhe mani tulsi dam? Bhajo Bhagwana sabke man mein maiya tu hi Agwani ma tu hi Agwani. You talk about Durga Mata Aarti. You name any of them, I know it. We were taught all these things, and it is really unfortunate to see that we are being divided. I was seeing Maria and Sumit argue over there. I mean, Sumit is a very dear friend, Vineet, you are a very dear friend. Maria is a very fine debater. I feel really sorry to see how we are actually being divided over a non-issue completely. And yes, when we talk about the essentials of Islam, they are five, just like in Sikhism. There are five essentials of Sikhism, the 5 Ks, the Kada, Kirpan, Kanga, Kesh, Kacha. Similarly, there are 5 essentials of Islam as well. That's the Kalma, the Namaz, the Roza, that's Ramzan, you're supposed to fast, the Hajj pilgrimage, the Zakat, giving alms to the poor. So there are 5 essentials of Islam. Yes, we are not adding a 6th essential of hijab, but yes, there is certainly a mention 7 times in 7 different contexts in the Quran Sharif. In chapter 24, verse 30 and 31, there is a mention of hijab for men as well. In fact, that comes before hijab of women. In verse 30, in 33.59, there is a mention of hijab over there as well again. So certainly I feel really sorry to see that, we are actually, now as per the High Court order, yes, he has even given an example of France. Let me tell you, France is a democracy, yes, like India, yes. It is a secular country, yes, at the same time. But France does not give the freedom of practicing religion the way India does. Even though India, so you cannot really compare France with India. Secondly, in France, we all know what happened. There were protests by Macron. But we do not want India to become, though protesting is a fundamental right, there is no doubt about that, but it's not a very healthy sign all the time when protests become violent. Like we saw yesterday, unfortunately, the murder of a 28-year-old Bajrang Dal activist. It was really, really distressing, and it was really, really hard-pressing, in fact, to see such kind of violence happening in a country. Now, why are these things happening? It happens because of politicians who ultimately, at the end of the day, they're going to divide us. And there is going to be all tutu meh meh, and there's going to be a mockery among the country. And who will sit down and rule? And like being a soldier, I can tell you one thing. As a soldier, we are prepared to go for war. We are prepared to even lay down our life for our country. But at the end of the war, who benefits from it? It's going to be a mother waits for her son, a father waits for his son, a brother waits for his brother. It's the politicians at the end of the day who shake hands. So let us not divide a country now as per the Constitution of India, as per Article 14, Article 19(1)(a), Article 19 again, Article 21, Article 25, Article 33, Article 44, when there is a proper right. But yes, at the same time, I will conclude by saying in IPS and in the armed forces, we never have this issue where a woman will say, I'm a Muslim, so I'll wear hijab and come for the parade. Why? Because it's clearly laid down. In schools, colleges, on campus, in theaters, it's written, no smoking. Smoking here is an offense. In college and in school prospectus, it's clearly written for drugs, for alcohol, for smoking, you will be expelled from school. Such things are not allowed. It has to be specified. Like in the armed forces, in the IPS, it's clearly specified that these things, when there are no such rules which are specified, and you change midway, like there has to be a notice given, I believe. If there is a notice given, people will adhere to it. One fine overnight, you wake up and say, you cannot wear, they will, there is going to be protest, there is going to be opposition, and which is reasonable. But yes, at the same time, what's the prime thing? The prime thing is education. Even Quran Sharif starts with the word Iqra, to read, to educate, to actually make everyone aware, to understand. That's what the essence of Iqra means. So when the Holy Quran talks about education, and there is a difference between literacy and between being educated. Like I can go to a school, I can go to a college, I can get the best of degrees possible, but would I be educated? Education is something which you learn on your own, through reading, through traveling, through interacting with people, through personal experience. So I am sure this experience hopefully has taught all of us as Indians one thing: let us not get divided, let us stand together, and let us amicably come to a reasonable conclusion to this, Vineet.
Okay, all right.